What's going on, folks? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Duck Gun Chronicles. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about one of the coolest apps that I know of for waterfowl hunting. But before we get into that, guys, if you're new here, make sure you hit the sub button. The main gig of the channel is putting out the hunt videos from pretty much right about now, a couple of days, a week at minimum, through like the end of season. So be looking out for all the hunts that are going to be coming out. We got some cool stuff planned this year. Not only that, but if you enjoy long-form audio content as well, check out the Duck Gun Podcast, one of the biggest and best podcasts in the industry. We are cranking those episodes out right now. So excited for all that. But let's jump into the main part of the episode, or main part of the video here. This isn't a podcast. This is a YouTube video. But I want to talk today, guys, about one of my favorite apps. And there used to be a website for it. I'm not sure if there is now. I always use the web or the app on my phone as well. It is the North American Waterfowler App. So I actually worked on this for years with my good buddy Elliot from Freelance Duck Hunting. But he created this app as like a passion project, something that's super cool. So the benefits to using this is that you can track your hunts all season long. You can put your hunt in there. You can put the locations. Now, those locations are encrypted on the back end. Elliot's not going through there and sneaking. There's like been a couple reviews on his website where he's like, oh, he's just trying to steal spots. Guys, he's not. I know Elliot personally. He's not trying to steal anybody's spots. He's got his own spots that he's trying to keep secret, and he's not big on traveling outside his core area. So, anyways, you can track your hunts on there. You can put the locations that you want to put on there for to kind of like reoccurring. So it's like those are your stats for that place. You can put in your weather stuff. You can put in your shooting percentage. But I just want to, there's so many benefits to it. He's adding new stuff to it all the time. So one of my favorite things, which actually was my idea when I worked with him on it, was a scoreboard. But again, like a scoreboard's not like some crazy original idea. I mean, they have them in everything from basketball to volleyball to now the North American Waterfowler App. So let's walk through it. So you can look through the history and you can see all your hunts from over the years. You can break it down with the filter by year. You can do it by state. There's just so much cool stuff to do. But like the biggest thing for me is I like to see like through the year, and I like to see a tally at the end of the number of birds I shot, the different species, a breakdown of drake versus hen, that kind of stuff. And you can go more in depth. Some people go as crazy as they want to see the weather and break it down like a science perspective of like what weather events allow them better hunting and that kind of stuff as well. So there's definitely some of that that's involved with it. So like I said, the cool thing is to go to like lifetime stats and see that, and you can break it down by season. So I'm going to go to last season on the app and look at it. It has like, you can put in your shooting percentage. Honestly, I didn't track it that well. Also, I didn't put in my skunk hunts, so my harvest per hunt is skewed on what it would be. But if you put in every skunk and where you hunted and all that kind of stuff too, it would give you like the exact real numbers. So last year I had 45 hunts, a total harvest of 141, had one lost, one double, low on the doubles for him this year. And total shots fired, I didn't track it all year. I shot way more than 47 times. But we gotta block out some of that. I want you guys to see my hunting spots. But anyways, it breaks it down by species. All year long I was able to track it. So we got ruddy ducks, we got 4 shovelers, we got 3 gadwalls, we got 10 blue winged teals, 2 redheads, 41 mallard drakes, 6 wood duck hens, 10 wood duck drakes, 12 green wings, 1 widgeon, 6 mallard hens, 2 pintail hens, 2 pintail drakes, 2 redheads, and Canada's 37 and 2 hooded mergansers. He also added here recently, now we're able to put dogs in and dog retrieves through the season. And that's perfect because Chief, my new dog, little Chief 2.0, yellow dog, whatever you want to call him, I'll be able to track all his retrieves for his lifetime. So I'll be able to be like, man, he is at 1,000 retrieves. I'll be able to put every hunt in And every time that he gets a retrieve, put a new one in there, and that's going to be so cool to see kind of over the years. So they got where you can put in groups. I don't put groups in. They got global stats. I really don't pay too close attention to global stats. They got crews where you can put your whole crew that you're hunting with all year and kind of see that stuff. And then the scores and the leaderboard. So let's jump over to the leaderboard. Another cool one for sure. I like to break it down by season. So we'll go with last season. Although I should put in, I would be number 1 on the leaderboard. I shot 1 goose already. So it looks like nobody else has put anything in. Yeah, so we're going to look at leaderboards from last year. And the way it works is there's a breakdown, and it shows it somewhere here on the app, but each species has a point value. A mallard, per se, I think it's like 5. Like a wood duck drake is like 3. A mallard hen is like 2. But you get the picture. Like a pintail's like a 6, and I think a canvasback is a 6, kind of that way. So, and, Elliot kind of just made whatever he thought in his mind for, like, the value of a bird is kind of what he put on his leaderboard. So, it's kind of skewed to how Elliot thinks, which is a little haywire sometimes. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on it. But we can look, at the scoreboard here. And so it tallies all the birds, all the species, and all that throughout the season, all the people who are on here in the leaderboard. I mean, it's like 222 people were on the leaderboard putting in hunts from last year. So really cool to see that. I actually fell in 12th, which I was, I was happy enough with that. Not all of us can live in central or western Nebraska like our buddy Matt Lee over there with hunting snow geese and hunting all kinds of stuff that goes on the scoreboard. Yeah. So really cool to kind of see that. And our buddy, King of the Cans, on there, number 8. And then myself at number 12. Let's see. There's Aiden, Elliot's buddy, on there at number 3. Thomas Hoke, Virginia Outdoors Unlimited. It was his old name, so number 5. And Freelance Duck Hunting 14. I beat the old man. So, yeah, super cool to kind of see all that. Oh, Young Padawan, number 23. But, guys, there's so much more on this app that I haven't gone into. I believe on the hunts, too, he's got it where you can add a picture and all that. And he's just going to keep upgrading it and making it better as it goes. I believe, like, the price on this is, like, super reasonable. It's less than, like, a cup of coffee to use this app, track it, have your data forever. You can download it as well off the site, so you have it, like, personally as well. I have the files of all the stuff you tracked. But I can look back at, like, all these seasons and compare like the last 5 seasons my harvest data. It's right here on my phone to be able to track and see like how I've done. So it's a really, really cool app. You guys definitely should download it on Apple or Android. Like I said, it's a totally reasonable price for like the service and the time and the effort Elliot spent years and hours and days and months of his life pouring into this app. So I want to see it succeed. I want you guys to jump over there and check it out. It's going to be something useful for you guys as a duck hunter. So please jump over there. Download it, Apple and Android, the North American Waterfowler app, and download, start tracking your hunts, and you're going to be glad you did at the end of the season when you get to see those numbers. Do it now, right now, before season starts. Don't wait. That way you don't have to backtrack and try to remember. But if you do it now, you have it on your phone, and every time you hunt, you can put it in there. So that's all we got for today, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you download and use this app. We'll see you on the next one.